let's see what was asked.
Okay.
Yes, we are we are finally live on YouTube, so we're just waiting for maybe some few minutes for people that will be joining our YouTube live streaming. So yeah, we don't have any people yet, but yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for making time to actually join this YouTube live stream. I know you got other things. Maybe you were supposed to be somewhere else doing other things, but you actually gave your time, to be here and all that. So yeah, we're just maybe going to kind of like give few minutes to the people that will be joining the YouTube live streaming that actually signed up. We just allow few people to join. So yeah, maybe we can just actually start with the. Let me just give the floor to you guys, maybe to just kind of introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. I'm also curious. Maybe we can start with Samuel.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. That's not a problem. Okay. My name is Samuel. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm international relationship expert and also an SDG advocate for climate change. Can you hear me perfectly? Hope I'm not too fast.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Okay, SDG advocate for climate change and also an international relation expert. So I'm in Nigeria. I love my country and I love everybody. So, Kenneth, Kenneth,
Yes, Kenneth.
next person. Okay.
Mukisa, you here?
Hey, hello. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just a brief introduction about myself. My name is Kenneth. Mukisa. Mm, I live in Uganda, Kampala. I just developed the love for climatic change. Just like just like to say that it is our responsibility to say that our world, our the earth isn't destroyed
Yes.
by the few things that we undermine. I currently am I heard? Hello? Am I
Yes?
being heard clear?
Yes. You are clear.
Okay, I was telling you that
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm 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 currently under working and we're having a project with UNICEF where we were funded $1,000 about our project is a tech solution, climatic tech solution that we are in the process of about to complete. So and I currently we have an organization where we deal with children. I think that is enough for now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
please,
Yeah, if you guys don't want to share more, then we can stop there. Yes. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I like it's nice to finally know what you guys are doing, to finally know what you guys are into and all that, to know more about you. So thank you so much for just yeah. For those that are just joining, this is actually a climate talk. We are just talking about climate in general, and also just trying to, as young people, to see what we are doing for our community and to see the most pressing issues within our communities and as well and all that. So maybe we can just go ahead and ask you guys like what do you like think are the most pressing climate issues that are facing your community, and like what are the actions that we can take or that you can take actually to address them, not you or maybe the other communities, or maybe like available solutions it, or what the community at large can do. We can go with anyone who wants to. I don't want to point.
Okay, let me start. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
In Nigeria, we have two major seasons. We have the rainy seasons and the dry seasons, and these dry seasons are majorly affected mostly in the north, and the rainy seasons are affected mostly in the south area. And during the dry season, we have drought. Drought is one of the challenges that are faced by the northerners, which is affecting their crops production, farming, life, so livestock, and also in the western area we have the high level of rainfall, which is a very challenging factor. Even if like yesterday, it rained for like 30 minutes and it was very heavy, and you can see how what it turned out to be, and many people will have lost so many things due to that 30-minute rainfall. But in my community, at my own personal community, we have this kind of flooding activities. Just that I don't know how to put it. Why if it's human that causes it, or the climate himself, because there are some things we have to put in together, both human and climate factors, to know the quantity of climate activities and to know the quantity of human activities contributing to these things. So these two things are coming in together, both human factors and climate factors itself, to bring a lot of regret to human activities. I hope you can still hear me very clearly. Can you still hear me very clearly?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So
Can hear
this
you very clear.
so frequent drought and heavy rainfall, which leads to flooding, has been a very challenging factors. So that has been what we have been facing now. And as we go on, I'll briefly explain more. But these are the two major challenge we have in my own community, even my country at large. This climate change, this flooding and drought. So I believe so. You can go on. Zach, you can go on, Zach, Mr. Kenneth.
Um, maybe just come in briefly. Can you guys hear me? Okay, like the um the climate issues are global. Like just like anywhere, we face the same climatic problem, but it is just this how severe it can be. You can find that here we also have problems like floods affecting some parts, and some parts of northern Uganda really dry, very dry, semi desert,
Hello, sorry,
and
sorry.
even in what
Hello, sir. Can you
um
hear me?
in most slums what they flood the streams block, and due to accumulation of plastics and all that waste in streams, and they flood. So the issues are affecting climatic problems are the same everywhere, but only that it depends on how severe it is in your country. Yes.
Okay, I was trying to confirm if someone is hearing us. Someone said he can't hear us, so that was what I was trying to confirm the other time. Okay,
Yeah, I can
she
hear
has
you.
attended to that. Okay, I'm with you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, you can continue, sir. You can continue. You are listening.
Hello.
Hello, we are listening. We can hear you very clearly.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, yes, yes. We can. Okay, let me take it from there before he comes back. Like he was saying that climate change are the same in all over in everywhere. It depends on the level of the results we see from it, and it depends on the kind of areas and the kind of contributions of human activities. So, hello, are you there? Oh. Climate action has been a challenging factor. So no matter where we are, it has been challenging, and it really needs to be checked. These are the things that really need to be checked. Can you hear me very well?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? You.
Yeah, yes, I can hear you very clearly.
Okay, great to hear that. Yeah, you can just go ahead actually. I think we
Okay.
lost Mukisa. Yes.
Yes, we lost him. He's going
So
to
where are you
definitely
guys?
coming back. So we are still on the introduction to the climate in our communities. So he's about taking his own and he's almost done. So should we move
Oh,
on to the next one or we should continue with that?
My network was
Hello?
disturbing. I think I'm now clear.
you can
Yes, you are
just go
clear now.
ahead, Samuel.
No,
So
I
I
want
was
him to
I
finish. He was making a
You
point.
done?
I think someone
Oh,
else can just come in and we proceed.
okay. While Mukisa is talking, he was almost done with his point. But then he was just coming to actually like to finish with his point. I think like I can as well just go ahead. Like from here Namibia. So like Namibia, we experience drought as well. So like this year we had one of the severe drought as well, we had actually like two type of floods that we have like recently, and like we had from January till now. One is still going on, where we had one of the weather that was flooding from far north in Angola, and they came like here in Namibia. They ended up here in Namibia, and then they reaches to different to the northern region of Namibia, like different villages and different towns, like experience drought and all that. So in some of the communities as well, they experienced drought, which was due to the heavy rainfall as well. And yeah, I think like one of the, especially like I think like the towns that are mostly affected by drought, especially in the northern region of Namibia, I think like most of it comes with the structure, the way the buildings are built. They even have like some buildings that were government buildings, like the government houses that were built. They were not really, they were built in a drought prone environment, in an environment that actually usually experience flooding, and that is one of the cause. So there was no background check that was made, and there was no other constructions, like there were no how do you call drainages and all those that things that were actually points. And that's why like the houses now they kind of don't have any value. So now like the community members are asking like what must they do with the houses now that they are built, that they bought already the houses, but then the houses are not well constructed, and they are constructed in an environment that usually experience drought, and there's nothing that is constructed actually to kind of prevent the houses from being flooded and all that. So now I think it's another like one of the things that is also just for us to be doing. I think background check as well, especially when we are buying houses, and also as well like I think like our government as well must just kind of take things very seriously, especially not just doing things for as long as we are building houses like for community members, the things are not properly built and all that. And it's just as well for the community members as well, just for them, like I think to receive like education when it comes to flooding, when it comes to climate change in general, like how they can react in situations such as flooding and all. Because actually even experienced some people that were flooded, some people there were some deaths that were recorded due to the flood and all that. So I think education is really kind of needed when it comes to climate change, and like flooding in general, just how they can actually react to climate, they can kind of react to climate change. And then yeah, I think Mukisa can go ahead. Kenneth, are you here?
Mm, I don't think he's there. Okay, let me say some things. Like in Nigeria, yeah, people are beginning to have nightmares based on the way you said it. There are people tend to build houses and not considering the factors that are surrounded by the the environment they are into. So people begin to have nightmares, and because of what they are trying to look how their life is being at risk. People life has now been at risk because of condition of flooding, condition of structures, condition of environment, and so on and so forth. So we need to check all these things. We really definitely need to put all these things to check. So in my own area now, we have a foundation that has bring climate education to students, not only students, to the community himself. So we have to create a public awareness, not just to ourselves. Let's take it to the younger ones. Let's take it to the younger generation, because this climate we are talking of is not for the older generation. It's the survival of the younger generation. So if the younger generation do not see the value of it now, when it gets to their own turn to fight for it, it will be too late. So let's fight it together now. So I believe the climate education should start from the younger generation, so they can know what is at risk. They should know what is at risk. They should know what they intend to face. So they should not just think. I believe I see that people are aware. People are really aware of this climate action, but they choose not to be concerned about it. They choose not knowing that they are affecting their own self. They are putting their own self at risk. Because everything that happens comes with human results. There's nothing that happens with magic. We have human results carry 90% of it. So if human results has the most effective role to play in climate change, then we have to start treating with humans. We have to start treating with humans. We have to start treating with different individuals. We have to start treating communities and making them know what is at risk. Making them know that our our own self, we are the most contributing factor to this climate change. And this does not happen because of, oh, I some people have this kind of imagination that, oh, this flooding is just because of the rain is much. They don't know that, oh, there are some things we have to put to check in order to keep these risks at the other side. In order to, even if not, we can see that there are some places that have heavy rainfall, but they don't have flooding. I believe that is possible because they're able to manage their system. They're able to put those things to check. They're able to manage the risks of climate change. They're able to manage the structures of the environment. So education needs to be really, really, really checked. Climate education needs to be checked, and people need to be publicly aware of, first, their own activities, their own human activities, and how it has been affecting not just them, us in general, because everyone is affected. We see the way since the past 4 weeks, you can't just go out in my community without an umbrella because the sun might burn you. You might just get burned by the sun because the sun is like, extraordinary. It's unpredictable. So we ourselves as this problem on ourselves. We have the problem for ourselves, trying to create solution for ourselves. We don't know that solutions come from us. So we have to always first think that we can create the solution for ourselves. If you know you can't create the solutions, then you can't have a good result. So solution comes from information. So if there's no information, there's no solution. So we have to make, in any means, in any ways that we have, the little way we have, let's make people aware. Let's give them this climate education. Students are now being developed in climate education in their nursery schools, their primary schools around this place. We have NGOs that have developed that. They are taking their time to go to schools, create climate clubs for students, younger ones, and also in the community also, take 1 or 2 things to make sure that these things are being checked. So I believe that Mr. King is around now. We can hear from me as well.
Yeah, I'm back, but maybe just to kindly review for me the question that we were discussing. I was offline.
Okay.
Just to take me where we are now, I was offline for some. My network was disturbing for like 5 minutes back.
Okay.
You left from where you left up when you were talking about the climate crisis in your community and how all
Okay.
that. Yeah, I think you can just even continue from there.
So Elizabeth, so I'm with you.
So you are the part where how we are solving it in the communities.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello? Are we,
Yes. Can you hear us,
like,
Kenneth?
I'm asking, are we
Hello?
at the part how we are solving it in our communities? Yeah, I can hear you.
We can't hear you at all.
I can hear you. I don't know whether you can hear me.
Yes.
So we are saying you can just continue because busy with the
May
first
I
discussion, the first point
can hear
actually.
you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. So you can just continue from where you
And hear
left it
me.
because
Let
we're talking
me
about
just give in the submission before network get lost again. Um,
yes.
I think I've lost you. We're talking about what?
The climate is within your community about it, community at large is doing about it or reacting to it.
Yeah, we had talked about the climate issues. The climate issues in our community. I think I had talked about most of them, but maybe just to stress a point, most of the issues that the causes of the problem, of the climate problem that we are facing, most of them are, I think, people in our community, poor habit of poor disposal. Uh, they don't dispose of the what? They don't properly dispose of plastics and other related waste that in turn lead to the climatic problems. Look at people that live near streams, water streams, dump plastics anyhowly, and these plastics accumulate and they end up going in streams, blocking streams and causing flooding all over in turn when rainy season is start. So I think it goes back to us that we are the cause of the climatic problems that we are facing. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Samuel, can you hear me? Samuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm with you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, great. I think I was also out of air, but yeah, we are back now. So I think Mukisa left as well, but then he was just talking about
Yes.
the climate crisis within his community. He was talking about people that lived near streams, people that live near streams, and then like I did not even think about people that live near stream and blocking the water flows, like they throw things in this within the streams, and then that causes blockage of the water flows, and then ending up causing flood in the community.
Yes, 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 yes. Can you hear me? Okay. Maybe I should just continue from there if you can hear me. But I don't know if you can hear me very well. Can someone just signify if he or she can hear me very well? Can anybody signify if you can hear me very well? Okay, like I was saying, people that live around streams and waterways, they are the ones that do contribute more to this challenge faced by community flooding. They dispose waste, public waste, and the use of plastic, use plastic into the waterways and the streams. So we should also know that there are life underwater. Lives are underwater, and these are also expected to be to be respected. The lives underwater are also expected to be respected. So, and if we value our own lives and we don't value the lives of the animals, the lives underwater, then there's a problem. So when we begin to value the lives of life underwater, then I believe that there will be a better change. So also, people living with around streams and waterways are beginning to live in fears. Are beginning to live in fears. They are scared of their losing their properties due to flooding. So they are being scared daily of losing their properties. So, but nevertheless, they are not also aware that them themselves are not are the factors of this flooding around them. And we really need to create an educational system, especially for these people living in streams, around streams and waterways. They really need to what be educated in order to know the levels their of their actions and not the result of their actions. So people are now being vulnerable to climate action, vulnerable to erosions, vulnerable to drought, vulnerable to the threat and the risks of climate change. So I don't know if anybody can hear me, or so if you can hear me, please kindly signify if you are with me and you can hear me perfectly. I would love us to signify anybody that can hear me. Let's signify. If you can hear me perfectly, kindly signify. Or it seems Kenneth is also part of the YouTube now. I don't know if anybody can hear me.
Hi, Sammy.
Yes, I'm with you.
Um, because